Salutations.
Jared over here. I saw the interview where you said, maybe this fight wasn't the one you were looking for against MVP, but you can appreciate it as like a martial arts competition because of what he brings. So I guess now that you've had time to, put in a full camp and watch some tape on MVP, I guess what do you make of him as an opponent overall?
The same thing I make of any other opponent. Target acquired. Yeah, that's it.
He was in here and he was saying he fully expected to go back to welterweight after his fight against Shara, and he wasn't getting fights at welterweight. They offered him the fight at middleweight, so he said he still kind of feels like a welterweight. So he hasn't had time to maybe put on weight for middleweight, and he's fully expecting you to have the strength advantage and everything like that. So I guess, how do you see this fight actually playing out when you do get in there?
I love it when you guys ask that question. How do you see the fight playing out? I don't, theoretically, I don't know. I see myself winning. That's the only way I see myself to see the fight playing out. That's the only thing I want to envision. I don't want to think like, well, this could happen or that could happen. That's already been taken into account before I even signed the contract. You know what I mean? So I see myself winning. Pressure, making him miss. If he throws, but it's going to be pressure, action if he goes, action if he doesn't. I want to put my hands on him, and if I get my hands on him, I'm going to put him down.
It's been a while since we've got to see you on like a big pay-per-view main card. It's been, fight night, main events, and Apex. So I guess how important was it for you to, get back to this position on such a massive card? And just timeline-wise, it seems like you're on the same timeline as a lot of these other middleweights competing.
I don't think about it that way. Back on these cards, have I been taken down a peg or two being on the Apex main event or something? Is that the general consensus? Okay. Well, because I thought I've been doing good, to be honest. So it's a result of my work, being on a card of this caliber. This is a high-profile card. I see where you're going. Now I see where you're going with that. But it's a high-profile card, and it's like you said, fruits of my labor. So yeah, I'm definitely appreciative of the opportunity to compete on this card, especially with the middleweight strap on the line. And I'm gonna go out there and show the world again that I'm still here, I'm still dangerous, and I'm only getting better.
Jared, when you look at this fight with Michael, it would seem that he has the ability to kind of frustrate his opponent sometimes with the way he keeps his range and the way he keeps his distance. Do you therefore think you might have to really try to keep your patience and composure, or is actually the antidote to him is to not keep your patience and really be aggressive to try and stifle that movement? Which way do you have to play it?
A little bit of both, like patient pressure. Me personally, I don't want to give him the time, era, opportunity to do any of that awesome shit we've seen him do throughout his career. So pressure, but I definitely don't want to rush into anything because he's a master at making people overextend and then catching them while they're trying to extend. So patient pressure. So I have to be. It's going to be all about, for me. It's been all about movement, how I'm going to be moving in there, the effects that it's going to have on my positioning, as well as the effects that it's going to have on my opponent.
You've obviously been doing this for a while now. Is it kind of fun when you get someone like this across the desk because it's a different sort of puzzle and it gives you a chance to be more creative and maybe try new aspects of your game? Does this sort of excite you at this point?
There is an element of excitement. I'm excited with any fight. Every fighter brings something different to the game. So the difference here is pretty dramatic, I suppose, given his style. So, but he isn't the first person I've encountered with a style like that. So, patient pressure. I was about to go, man. Y'all better. Shit.
Obviously, we got the middleweight championship fight for the main event. But who do you have in that?
I don't pick fights. I do not pick fights. I can analyze them. We've all seen the analysis. We've all heard what the people have to say. So I don't think I need to add my 2 cents into that. So I'm excited. I would like to watch it, but they turn around and ship us fighters homes after fights. So I might have to stream it.
And also, Joe Rogan said that he believes that MVP is like the biggest puzzle to solve in the entire sport. I just wanted to see your opinion on that and if you agree with that statement.
No, I think he's been successful in what he's been able to do. The biggest, everybody wants the EST at the end of something, you know. And if they ain't going for that, they want to be a GOAT. So I don't even want to get into that pissing contest. Who's the biggest? Who's the bestest? Who's the baddest? You know, that's for everybody else to determine. I don't even want to go into that conversation. I feel like I would have to lessen myself to even think in that regard. So next question.
You're ranked number 9 in the middleweight division, yet you're the underdog in this fight against Michael Venom Page. Do you feel underrated and underappreciated?
No. What people think about me is of no consequence. So, no. This isn't the first time. It probably won't be the last because I still got miles to go.
Does it motivate you at all, or are you already motivated as it is?
I mean, if I wanted to let it motivate me, I'd be like, you see what they're saying about me? I'm going to kick their ass. But you see how stupid I look saying that shit? So I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 41 years old, so I don't play games. I don't join in any of the reindeer games. That's what I see. When I watch TV, those are reindeer games going on. When you guys ask me some of these questions about the reindeer games, I feel like I got to lower my brain, lessen my thinking ability, and become smaller and lessen myself on how I see myself to even think like that and answer your questions. So I can't even remember the question, but I'm great.
And then just last thing, Chicago hasn't had a UFC main card since 2019, and they're known as a very lively crowd. Are you excited to perform in front of a Chicago crowd?
I'm always excited to perform and walk out with a crowd. Something about this whole thing feels reminiscent of my debut in the middleweight division. So hopefully the arena gives me that same energy. Hopefully the fight goes better than it did that night, and it'll be cool, man. It's going to be a good night for sure.
Just right here, Jared, real quick. Obviously, MVP's competed at welterweight before, you being a heavyweight. I know you don't want to give away strategy, all that type of stuff. You can't predict the fight, but is it at least something that you need to go in there and test if he can handle your strength that you bring down from a heavyweight? And he says, he doesn't even feel comfortable in this weight class yet.
To be honest, it's not something that I want to test. It's something I'm going to impose.
Yes.